Gemma, does this bring back happy memories of your playing days and the build-up to All-Ireland finals? A bit different for you at the moment now in the backroom team with Ger Manley's Cork setup, but good memories?
Yeah, brilliant memories. I still find it a bit strange though, because I'm trying to, I suppose 5 years. Some people might think that's a long time, but to me it only feels like yesterday that I was playing. So it's kind of a strange transition to go from a player into the backroom setup.
When you were asked by Ger Manley and when he approached you, not that you would have been surprised, but it is a different step. It's a step up, and you've got to be straight with players. And I know that you would do that to the best of your ability, but it's a change. It's a bit of a transition.
It is. It's a huge transition. I suppose he asked me to get on board, obviously, I suppose with experience and all that, and to have somebody on the line for them, and I suppose, as I say it, a player's perspective, only after finishing a few years ago, somebody has played the game. I think the girls can relate into what I've experienced because I've played with some of them.
Yeah.
So I suppose, that some of the pros can be a con as well. I don't know, maybe not, but I hope that it's been all positive. I'm a straight talker anyway, so that's not too difficult for me. But I suppose the biggest thing is to be honest and fair, and just once everybody takes criticism on board in a positive way, and I think that's the biggest thing about it.
I was going to say, you look like you've enjoyed it, and you're certainly into it there tonight, even the training session. It is a fantastic group to be around. It's high performance, it's demanding, and there's high levels of expectation. Something you would have been used to as a player, something you helped deliver as well. Yeah,
it's great. I suppose Cork camogie is such a conveyor belt of players, and as you said, it's high performance. The expectation for Cork camogie is there year in, year out, and it's all about trying to change things from last year. So they've brought a new element to it now. They're a very drilled set up. They know what they're about. They know what they want to do. They've no qualms and invoicing if things aren't going right, and it's about that kind of, I suppose, toing and froing from players to management and vice versa, to be able to have a conversation and tease things out when things are going right or not so good, and about getting it right. So there's no doubt, they're a very high performance team, and they're very professional. They want to be the best, and that's why they're in an All-Ireland. You just hope that they can get one step over the line,
Yeah, and to get over that line, as Cork had to really push themselves last year to get over. It's Galway, it's Cathal Murray, it's all the same players again. Yeah. They all kind of know each other, and we're just even talking to some of the players tonight. You know what's coming from a Cork perspective, sort of Galway. Yeah. So you've got to hit your levels, and I suppose it does help focus the minds for the players. It does help focus the mind for the backroom team as well, that the message is very simple. We got to play full on for the full 60, because with this Galway team physically and with the skill that they've got, any drop in standards and we could be in trouble.
Yeah, look, I suppose throughout the championship, some might say it's a little less competitive with some teams out there, and you want games to be competitive. You want the likes of the Tips and the Waterfords to be competitive, and to be fair to Waterford, they put out a very good performance in the first half, maybe being a little extra defensive, but we got over that. And then you get to the final stage where you really know what you're about. You're facing Galway. You can really focus, really hone in on things tactically, and from a performance issue on game-based scenarios with the girls. People know who they're going to be picking up. We can actually, when you get into that final stage, you can visualise those key players, and that's something that we're going to be working on for the next week. And Cathal Murray is a very experienced manager. I'm well used to him, and he's a gent on and off the pitch, and a very good tactician. So we're only expecting the best from Cathal Murray and his team.
Excellent stuff. Is it a day you can enjoy? I know you're going to be focusing, you have a role to play for Ger, but just finally, hopefully at the end of it we'll have that victory and we'll have that 3 in a row, and then you can enjoy it. But when you're going up to it now as a selector rather than a player, I would imagine it's a different vibe for you.
Yeah, different vibes, different motivational factors, different experiences, but you'll still look forward to it and enjoy it. And I mightn't be playing, but I'm only over the other side of the line. I'll be running up and down the line with them, so look, it's a good experience. I certainly relish it being on the management team. I'd rather be here than on the other side of being up in the seated area, so it's good to be involved.
Excellent stuff. Hopefully you get to party with them as well afterwards if they're in.
Thanks a million.